Naked one.
Oh, well, isn't it super loser? Well, hey, it's okay. I won't make fun of you because it's Halloween and this is a perfect opportunity for you to wear your stupid goofy mask.
What do you want, Riley? Don't you have something better to be dealing with right now?
We're preparing for our matches. I mean, we are the main attraction. O'Doyle Enterprises is the must-see team of CWA.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch later. You guys get the shit kicked out of you by Mark Reconcile.
No, you got that wrong. See, we are fully prepared for this match, and we're gonna beat the ever-living hell out of Mark Reconcile tonight.
Right. Yeah, that's what you think. You guys are the big main attraction, right? Yeah, okay, whatever.
Well, you know what? You know who isn't a main attraction? You, because you weren't even booked tonight.
Guys, come on!
Come on, beat him up, come on! There we go! Yeah, you'll see who's the real super loser here, huh? Yeah!
Oh,
piece of crap.
Oh, my vast deference. Oh. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CWA Nightmare 2018. I'm Lethal, alongside Michael Andrews. I'm happy to be here, Mike. This is actually our 7th annual CWA Nightmare event. Every October it takes place, and we're going to keep it going for the 7th time tonight. And we have 4 matches that we've announced so far. There's actually going to be more than 4 matches tonight. So a lot going down, and it all starts with this.
Yeah, the CWA Second City Championship. We saw a few weeks ago, Greg Knight actually advanced not over 1, but over 2 individuals in a 2-week period. I did want that to be for something meaningful. This man deserves it. He is now the #1 contender for the CWA Second City Championship. And you know what? I think Cletus has his work cut out for him because Greg Knight is very unpredictable, very powerful, and very dedicated and determined. We might have a new champion tonight.
We will see. Cleota's finally defending against Greg Knight. Also tonight, Aaron Stone returns for the first time since Eruption, where he lost the CWA Championship in the Battle Royal. Now he was eliminated by his opponent tonight, Wolf Cage, who returned at Eruption. And Aaron Stone and Wolf Cage will be going one-on-one tonight. There's actually a little detail to this match. It's going to be announced shortly. I know Aaron Stone is going to be headed to the ring. It's supposed to be to kick off the show anyway. And there's going to be a stipulation at this match.
I'm looking forward to that one. Well, here's another one that I'm really looking forward to. Mark Reconcile finally gets his hands on not 1, but 2 members of O'Doyle Enterprises. And if we know anything, we know that Riley O'Doyle is probably going to be somewhere nearby. So that might even be 3 members of O'Doyle Enterprises that Mark Reconcile gets fed to him here tonight. I cannot wait to see that. We saw the build-up to that. We saw the games, the mind games, the head games played by O'Doyle Enterprises. But you know what? Mark Reconcile gets his just desserts here tonight at CWA Nightmare.
Can he overcome the odds? I mean, Mark Reconcile is a behemoth, but 2-on-1? I don't know.
I'm pulling for him.
In our main event, it will be the other member of O'Doyle Enterprises, Matt Wild, the former CWA champion. He won the title at Eruption. He won the 30-man Battle Royal. But last Saturday night, Rion Skills cashed in the Golden Opportunity briefcase and became our new CWA Heavyweight Champion.
Absolutely right.
It was crazy. I wasn't here when I heard about it. I was thrilled that Rion was our champion.
Like you said earlier, Aaron Stone losing that championship in the Eruption Battle Royal. Matt Wild surprising everybody, shocking everyone when he won it, and then of course Rion cashing in that Golden Opportunity case.
Ridiculous. It all goes back to the Battle Royal. Mark Reconcile was eliminated over. Wait a minute.
Oh, come on. Here's the former champion now.
I was going to say Mark Reconcile probably should have won the Battle Royal, but Matt Wild and the rest of O'Doyle Enterprises, speak of the devil. There's Matt, there's Riley O'Doyle. Matt Wild actually ended up winning that Battle Royal. Aaron Stone lost the title to Wolf Cage, lost the title thanks to Wolf Cage. They're going to go one-on-one, as we just said. I thought Aaron Stone was going to come out here to make an announcement, but here's Matt Wild out of nowhere.
Rion, like I said, shocking everyone when he cashed in that golden case. One of the rare occurrences, well actually I don't think it's ever happened. Rion actually announced a week prior that he would be cashing in. That's a first here.
I could just get this over with. So I gotta say, welcome to CWA Nightmare. Happy Halloween. I gotta say, Halloween is for losers. Seriously.
Yeah, for you.
I mean, who rejects? You all look like idiots dressed up. Right?
you're all like idiots.
Is that what you wear? Take off the masks, please.
Take off the wig.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm done talking to the ugly people.
Take off the wig.
So anyway,
Take off the wig.
that's the last.
Take off the wig. Take off.
Why are you talking about my hair?
Right.
We're talking about his hair.
His hair is beautiful.
No,
These guys obviously are not happy about what happened last Saturday.
And that's to shut up.
That's so big. It's so big.
But anyway, at the last extreme, a travesty occurred. Horrible. Horrible news.
Yeah, he's lost weight, no title.
Here's the thing in his title. And he lost it. Horrible. He's the best CWA champion we have ever seen. In history. But then somebody decided to cash in their money, their golden opportunity briefcase. Travesty. Travesty. 3 times.
Just a 3-week title reign for Matt Lyle, cut short by Rion
We're
Skills.
going to reverse
Wish it
that.
was shorter.
We're going to bring back. We're going to bring back CWA championship. Royale Enterprises.
Matt Lyle's going to get his chance to do just that tonight. Michael Andrews, he does. I told you Aaron Stone was going to come out here, and now it looks like I was right. He is coming out to the ring. There he is, Aaron Stone. He's got something in common with Matt Lyle. Both former CWA champions. Recently losing the title a month ago at Eruption. I spoke with Aaron Stone 3 nights ago, and he requested a stipulation. He actually requested a CWA heavyweight title match tonight, in addition to wanting to wrestle Wolf Cage. I told him no to that.
You all suck.
But let's listen in.
It's very interesting.
What's really funny, you want to talk about a travesty? I'll tell you a travesty. The biggest travesty of all is that you're fighting in the main event for the heavyweight title tonight, and not me.
I'd like to see these two guys slap each other around.
Think about it. I was not pinned at Eruption. Nobody proved that they were better than me. Nobody here is capable of pinning me.
Oh, shut up!
But I'm not even going to worry about that right now.
Cry, baby.
I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. What I need to focus on, and what you guys don't know, is that I talked to the board. I already talked to the board. I am going to fight Wolf Cage tonight. I am going to eliminate the man that eliminated me at Eruption. Tonight, me and Wolf Cage are going to fight in the disqualification match. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Aaron Stone and Wolf Cage was shaping up to be a great match already. Aaron Stone requested no disqualification. Said it's the least we can do for not giving him his rematch ahead of Matt Lyle. But you know what? It's really uncharted waters for us because the title changing hands so quickly between 3 guys.
Usually happens.
And Aaron Stone, in Matt Lyle's defense, Aaron Stone was not even here over the past couple Saturday night extremes.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Well, hopefully we'll determine who the rightful champion is because Matt Lyle goes one-on-one with Rion Skills. Aaron Stone has a tall task ahead of him, in my opinion, going one-on-one with Wolf Cage. Now it's a no disqualification match.
We haven't really seen Wolf Cage around too much. He came back
Why
in
would
Eruption,
Aaron
but
Stone request a no disqualification match against Wolf Cage?
something's wrong in his head, for sure.
Well, now if we now what? We were supposed to hear from CWA Internet Champion Jacob Schmidt, which I was not looking forward to. But instead, we're going to be joined by the Rednecks. Looks like it's just Mad Dog by himself. Mad Dog Jack not scheduled to compete tonight. He didn't make the cut yet again.
He's got a microphone? Come on. Really? Are we going to really have to sit through this?
He's not one to talk often here.
Shut up, Monday.
Now we got to hear from him. Come on.
Suck.
for 2 big shows. I dropped the card. No opponent. It's really pissing me off. So you're gonna have to wait for me tonight, Luther.
Me? You want me to be responsible for?
We're supposed to find you an opponent?
Yeah, for me an opponent.
If anybody's down there with nothing to do, I mean, I get anybody.
I don't know what to tell you.
Anybody? We're working on it. Is anybody down there with anything? I don't know.
I guess not.
Oh, well,
What the?
this man never has anything
This is
going
my
on.
guy, Max Alexander, with a big win over Roland.
Yeah, that is true.
I wasn't here, but it happened, right?
Yeah, you know this guy sent me 5 friend requests this week on Facebook.
What was that last? Just 5?
Just 5.
What was that last Saturday? What happened? I think he wrestled Greg Knight recently too. He lost that match.
Right. That was part of the whole idea that I had to find a number 1
Now,
contender.
that was last Saturday, right?
Well, so Max faced Greg, and Greg advanced. So we gave Greg.
My favorite part here. There he is.
So
He's got charisma, Mike.
a few weeks back, we had actually it was Rion versus Mad Dog versus Greg Knight, triple threat match.
Yeah.
Greg Knight came out victorious in that match, and that gave me an idea. Of course, to open that show, I did put Max Alexander against Riley O'Doyle, who lost the match. Very, very confident he was going to win, and he lost. Oh boy, is he going to talk now too?
What's going on here?
I'll get back to that. I'll touch on
Let's
that.
listen in here and try to understand if we can.
Not tonight. I was told there was something going on with me. But, okay, so now, but, I'm not here. I'm like, what are you saying?
We need a translator.
Who said what?
What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm saying your fans suck. Now, take it back. I got to put
Give me a rep. I don't care. Come on.
Oh, it looks like we're going to have an unsanctioned match. This is going to be one for the history books here.
Yeah, I'm not sanctioning this, so I guess we'll get a referee out there.
Alberto Rodriguez, and we're going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned slobber knocker here between Max Alexander and Mad Dog Jack. And should I just pour the bleach into my eyes now?
Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't care. No, the fans definitely aren't winning in this one.
Power Rangers.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Well, my money, honestly, seeing Max, I'm going to go with Mad Dog.
Yeah. Mad Dog all the way here.
Let's go, Let's go,
Probably not going to take Mad Dog very long either. Mad Dog seemed pretty angry. And Max came out and said something. We don't even know exactly. Oh, wow. See? He might have knocked him out. Broken his nose.
So what I was saying is a few weeks back we saw Mad Dog, we saw Greg Knight, and we saw Rion Skills. Back when Rion still had the Golden Opportunity case, go on in a triple threat match.
Oh,
that same
wow.
exact show we had
Mad Dog kicked him right in the face.
Max Alexander, who actually advanced ahead
Wasn't
of
Mad Dog destroyed by Enigma
yes.
last Saturday night, I believe?
So anyway, I saw that Max and
So why does Mad Dog come out here demanding competition when he was destroyed by Enigma last Saturday night
I have no idea.
in very brief fashion?
Probably because he's pissed off about that.
I mean,
But
his
anyway,
track record speaks for itself.
Max and Greg Knight advanced. It gave me the idea of last week making it a number 1 contendership between the two of them for the Second City Championship. That's how
right,
Greg
right,
Knight did become number
There
1
you go.
contender.
Jeez, nicely done by Mad Dog Jack. This'll do it. 2. No?
The athleticism by Mad Dog Jack.
Yeah, and the resilience here of Max Alexander. He's not done just yet.
I'm sure most of his ribs are
You see
broken.
that? He's got his nipples pierced, Max Alexander.
That's not a smart thing to do. Nipples tend to get hard and things tend to get ripped out of them.
Is he a homosexual, Max Alexander?
I'm not sure. Why, you want his number?
Well, I mean, the whole domestic dispute thing. I think were him and Dragone together?
They could have been. I'd like to know who's pitching or catching. Actually, no, I don't want to know who was pitching or catching.
Well, that feud is yet to be resolved between these two morons, but...
Well, they're calling for chops. He might chop a nipple ring out.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, like he owes him money.
Well, he probably does owe him money. You can see the butt crack sticking out.
Hey, did you see Max Alexander at Eruption? He had some some white pants on, I think it was, and he wrote his name, black marker on his ass.
Well, that's creativity of Max Alexander. But you know what? He's
unbelievable. I haven't been here since Eruption, and I'm still trying to get over the fact that I was eliminated by Tyler Cross.
Well,
it was not good.
I can honestly say that I have not been eliminated from the 2018 annual Eruption Battle Royale, and it's a good feeling.
But you weren't in it.
Neither side of the face. No, myself and RBK had a nice night up here, commentating the entire
thing. We had a tag team title match, and it was. You guys probably should have won the title.
Yeah, we probably should have.
We all know what happened.
Swerved by your old pal Warlord. 1, 2. Oh no, only 2 counts. Good Lord,
Not even that good, bro.
I'm not sure if Mad Dog's out of gas or if he's just running out of ideas.
Oh, his car is, that's for sure.
Yeah, I heard he had to change a tire in the parking lot when we got here today. True story.
Is that right?
That is right.
Mad Dog Jack, though, say what you want about him. He's been around now for a while in the CWA. He's a former CWA Internet champion, and he can brawl with the best of them.
He sure can.
Now, he had a little bit of a tag team run with Clayton Keg, and that came up a little short of winning the title.
God.
What was that? Some sort of side suplex? I don't know.
It's like lifting a 180-pound bag of concrete.
1, 2. Nope. Max Alexander, not giving up just yet.
Oh, he might start hulking up here. Oh, he's asking for it. He wants it.
Oh, wow.
and he got it.
Oh, boy. I see him get fired up here. Oh, jeez. Actually been a nice showing here by Mad Dog Jack, but he can't seem to put away Max Alexander.
Well, regardless, like I said, unsanctioned opening match here for CWA Nightmare. I do have to say, I was very happy.
Oh, wow. That's got to be it now. He could cover him.
That was the most flamboyant run off the ropes I've ever seen. I was going to say I was very, very happy to see the email that I got from you stating that we were going to be hosting a Nightmare this year. I know it was kind of up in the air, actually, even at the beginning of the summer, whether or not we were going to host
this whole company's a nightmare sometimes,
absolutely.
as you know. But
oh, absolutely.
I don't have to tell you. But here we are, the 7th annual Nightmare. An event that you and I competed against each other at the very first CWA Nightmare.
Yeah, that's right.
A match in which I won.
Oh.
The one and only time.
I had to throw that in there, huh?
The one and only time.
Oh, he's right. Wait a second. Rolling him up. Mad Dog with his back turned. 2, 3.
No way. Max Alexander, your winner. And he rolls underneath that bottom rope immediately.
He's raising the roof here.
Let the celebration commence.
Oh, God.
He wisely runs backstage. Mad Dog Jack dominated that match, Mike, but in the end, it's Max Alexander getting the 3 count.
Absolutely. Not the kind of match I'm sure anybody wanted to see, but I'm actually not bad. People are enjoying the outcome of it. I think they really wanted to see Max. I mean, when you put 2 morons like that in there, who do you really hate? I mean, you gotta hate one more than the other. But.
Yeah, that worked. Not bad. Mad Dog Jack, very impressive, but took his eye off the prize, and Max Alexander, your winner. And now,
the man who was initially supposed to come out here and speak.
We are going to hear from the CWA Internet Champion, man we haven't seen since Eruption, where he retained the title, or excuse me, he retained the title.
Yeah, he did.
Against Rion Skills in some
very odd matchup.
Yeah, disqualification ending to the match. But
I heard this guy's running for some sort of office, government office of some sort. I don't know. As RBK and I like to refer to him as Jacob H. Shit.
Rion Skills has moved on from Jacob Schmidt. He got tired of the antics from Jacob Schmidt. Can't say I blame him. Get another shot at least.
Well, you know what? I can honestly say Rion is probably in a better place right now. He's holding our CWA Heavyweight Championship, successfully cashing in that golden opportunity, as I've said numerous times, after actually telling his opponent that he was going to cash it in. First time we've seen that. Of course, cashing in on the man who... I
gotta be honest, Jacob Schmidt seems to be... seems to be sitting firmly atop the CWA Internet division.
Absolutely. It's easy to do that when you don't defend your title.
Number 1, I proved that I'm better and I'm smarter than your heavyweight champion, Rion Skills. secondly, I proved that the board has it against me. Jeff Stevens is no longer part of this company, and he's the one that eliminated me. That should be inbound elimination. I should be the heavyweight champion.
Well, you can hear that.
I'm gonna come out here, still the champion, still the top performer in this company. And what do you guys have for me? Nothing. There's nobody here that's as good as I am. So tonight, I'm gonna take the night off. I don't want to wrestle in front of these
Come on, somebody backstage needs to step up here, Mike. Jacob Schmidt is here to compete. He's our internet champion, a belt that's supposed to be defended each and every Saturday night.
Absolutely.
There's got to be somebody backstage.
You don't come here.
I know if RBK were here, he'd be out there.
Absolutely.
Maybe if Loco hadn't been jumped backstage earlier.
Yeah, probably.
I leave this company as internet champion.
But here we go. Who's
Well, wait a second.
That's Roland Young.
Who the hell is Roland Young?
We haven't seen Roland Young in some time.
I've never seen him.
This man, of course, had his battles against Jonathan Smash. Last time we saw him, actually, was he had a first-round match in the Golden Opportunity Tournament and lost to Reon Skills, and it was a great match.
What is that, a phone book he's got? I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know either, but that's something we've seen him bring out to the ring each and every time. Roland Young, surprising everyone.
Looks like he's straight out of high school.
I think I said that a few times.
We don't pay attention to you.
It looks like you're ready to wrestle.
No, I'm ready to wrestle. Then why did you put your gear on? If you heard me correctly, I said I was leaving tonight because there was nobody worthwhile for me to wrestle. And quite frankly, you come out here haven't proved any different. I don't even know who you are.
It takes two of us.
But if we recall, maybe you might not be able to have probably one of the best damn matches here.
Yes!
So, does anyone want to see me take his title away?
Here we go.
That's a good enough response for me. I think we're going to have another unsanctioned matchup.
Is that how it works? Is that how business is going on here? It sounds about right. I guess we can have everybody come out here and challenge me. You in the go-play mask, you want to challenge me? You with the big ass mouth back there, you want to challenge me? You want to challenge me? I guess everybody gets a chance at the titles around here. Is that how it works?
Jacob Schmidt obviously scared to defend the title.
That's very apparent.
So you know what? Out of the goodness of my heart, because you probably came here to somewhere, I know I need to give you an opportunity for you to get your ass kicked.
All right. We're ready to go. We're just getting a signal here. Another unsanctioned matchup. Well, we're just waiting. Jacob Schmidt, I don't know, he's checking his...
I don't know, Mark. I got a feeling. I get this feeling sometimes, and I got it right now, that we're going to see a title change hands here.
That would be great.
I know you've never seen Roland Young wrestle, but he can go.
You heard all these...
he can go, let me tell you.
You heard the audience.
He's a way better performer than this bum in the blue.
Overexcited for the championship to even be on the line. Imagine we do have a title change here.
This will be, we had 2 scheduled title matches, now we're getting a 3rd. We just saw, I can't believe I'm saying this, a pretty good match between Max Alexander and Mad Dog Jack. And now an impromptu internet championship match as Schmidt is going to defend the gold against big Roland Young.
Well, the crowd here known to tear Jacob Schmidt apart. he's somehow able to drown it out, though. He has been victorious.
Well, a month ago at Eruption, last time we saw him, he nearly got into it with a young fan. Let's not forget how Jacob Schmidt was eliminated from the Eruption Battle Royal, taken out by the shocking return of Jeff Steeples.
Yeah, that was definitely one for the history books. We've not seen Jeff Steeples since. From what I've been told, it was
well, I believe he was only here. I gotta believe he was here for a shot to win the CWA title.
It's another notch in his belt. In addition to his resume, why wouldn't he show up?
What an opportunity that was for people. We saw the return of Big Mac. We saw the return of Samuel Maddox. We saw the return of Wolf Cage. We saw the return of Enigma. Hell, we even saw the Los Robios return.
Yeah. They do come out of the woodwork.
None of those compared to the return of Jeff Steeples. Let's face that.
They all come out of the woodwork when it comes time for the CWA Eruption Battle Royal. Another match that people tend to come out of nowhere for is the annual cage match that we have. Of course, that being CWA Maximum Carnage.
December 8th this year, Mike. Mark your calendars now. How many weeks from tonight is that?
Well, I can tell you right now.
6 weeks from tonight.
Yep, 6 weeks. You and a calendar, I don't get it. I can't even.
Can't be 5 weeks if you think about it.
Well, I get that.
Odd. Not that hard. Anyways, gotta be good at something. Schmidt takes down Roland Young.
You stop!
That will be a conversation for later, jumping off topic here, but if there's not a date picked for next year's annual Gold Rush, that might be an issue.
What was that?
We'll talk about that one later.
This crowd is going to get to Jacob Schmidt. Jacob Schmidt in control at the moment. Jacob Schmidt is in control, as I said, and Roland Young he's got to be showing some ring rust here. It's been roughly, I don't know, 5, maybe 6, even 6 months since we've seen Roland Young here in the CWA. And now off the ropes, or into the ropes rather. Both men on their feet. Schmidt, Irish whip. Watch the clothesline. Look at the sunset flip, but Schmidt just may have landed on top of him. Jacob Schmidt now. Things have turned around, and Roland Young with a right hand.
Not really sure what there was a crash and burn there. Some of them.
I was really disappointed in the Internet Championship match and Eruption. Oh wow! Schmidt moves out of the way. And that leg just hung up on the top rope. Roland Young in a vulnerable state.
Oh boy. Those quick jabs in the corner for Roland Young.
Let's go, Roland! Let's go, Roland!
Snapmare takeover.
Our audience
Roland Young
would
right in
love
the
to see
middle.
Roland Young take away the Internet Championship. I'm not ruling that out just yet. I mean, Schmidt has been dominating for the most part. It's got to be a little bit of ring rust here, Mike.
Absolutely. I may have to step away for a moment. Nature is calling. Probably just going to do that now.
Come on, we're in the middle of an Internet title match here. Where's RBK when you need him? RBK unable to be here tonight. He was sad, but he's out of town actually. He's actually in New York. A little bit of a vacation for RBK, and Roland Young's trying to battle back here. A couple right hands. But now you see the eyes. Come on. Referees all over it here. And Jacob Schmidt will always bend the rules when he can. He doesn't break him necessarily, but he bends him as far as he can. And now he's just got his knee. And that middle rope is going right into the neck. Roland Young goes down hard. Punch to the midsection from Roland Young. Trying to battle back here. Goes Schmidt into the corner. Nobody home.
What do you think you're doing?
Punches to the gut. Roland Young, what's he thinking about here? A reversal. Ducks the clothesline into the front of the ring, and down goes Jacob Schmidt. A nice clothesline, taking down the champion. And Roland Young could be looking at this thing. Back elbow. Forearms to the back, pushing the champion down. Oh, nicely done by Roland Young. Cover. Could have a new champion. 2 count only. Man, Roland Young would really get things going here at Nightmare if he could defeat Schmidt and become the new CWA Internet Champion. I'd love to see it. Pretty good start to the show here. This is our second matchup, and it's delivering just like the first match did. A surprising upset win for Max Alexander over Mad Dog Jack, who got a little overconfident. Look at this. And Schmidt gets the knees up. Veteran move there by Schmidt, getting the knees up in time. And Roland Young's in trouble. Both men are actually down at this point.
Sorry about that.
Could go either way.
I did happen to tune in on the monitor. Wait a minute. Look at this. Hold on a second.
He's got that book. That book has some
Schmidt
sort
has
of
the
meaning.
yellow pages. Come on now. There you go.
And nicely done there by the referee. All over it.
Wait a second.
Oh, what was that? That was the brass knuckles
Come
again.
on. Damn it.
We've seen Schmidt use those in the past.
Jesus.
Still CWA Internet Champion Jacob Schmidt. It never fails, Mike.
No, he had it planned out. He saw the opportunity. He took it, went for that book.
It never fails. Pretty good match there for the Internet title.
Absolutely.
Schmidt retains over the returning Roland Young.
That's a definite bummer right there. Not what the fans wanted to see here tonight, Lethal.
Not at all. Roland Young puts up a valiant effort. Not to beat tonight at CWA Nightmare. Jacob Schmidt's still our champion.
Absolutely.
We have another title match set next, but before we get into that, Mike, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the history of Nightmare.
You're not going to talk about how you beat me in the first Nightmare again, are you?
We already covered that.
Yeah, thanks.
Can you cover that a little bit?
Sure, absolutely.
Nightmare, of course, goes back to 2012 in the CWA. The main event back then was Devastation, defending the title against the Chi-Town Legend. 2 men who are now in the CWA Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
2013, that's why I stopped you. I wanted to talk to you about that personally.
Sure, absolutely.
I want to take you back to Nightmare 2013. That was a very important event for Michael Andrews. You actually were going into that event as CWA champion, and I would have bet every last dollar I had that you were going to lose the title that night against Night Terror, who was undefeated.
Yes.
Now,
I do remember that night.
It ended up being a capitalist night. Chi-Town Legend and myself were defeated for the tag team titles. Little T was defeated for the United States title by Vincent Valhalla. And it was all capped off and trumped by you defeating Night Terror for the first time by yourself with what we just saw, brass knuckles.
Is this just a night of taking shots at me?
No, I'm just saying, everything comes full circle here. Jacob Schmidt using the brass knuckles tonight at Nightmare to retain the title.
Yes.
It was a veteran move by him, and it was a move by you, one of the greatest CWA champions of all time.
Very nostalgic here that he actually used those knucks. I mean, like I said, I
handing
mentioned
Knight Terror his first victory, or his first defeat.
Absolutely, and I mentioned it a minute ago. You know, he took advantage of an opportunity, something that you and I know about very well.
Oh yeah, and I mentioned the United States title. Little T lost the title to Valhalla that night at Nightmare 2013. That belt is actually now the CWA Second City Championship.
Absolutely.
And that title is going to be on the line right now as we bring out our challenger, Greg Knight.
And this man has gone through hell and high water. Very, very surprised to see his face here tonight. Some personal difficulties recently with Greg Knight, but he said absolutely in no way in hell was he going to miss tonight's show, and here he is, the #1 contender for the Second City Championship.
Yeah, a lesser man wouldn't be here tonight, but Greg Knight putting his personal life to the side, or at least he's going to try to.
Yeah.
As he goes one-on-one against Big Cletus Keg, the leader of the Redneck Connection. A lot of what could be the biggest match of Greg Knight's CWA career.
Thus far, a lot of people with excuses after excuses after excuses, demanding title matches, demanding these pushes. They come to us, they complain to us, they want these opportunities. This man never does that. He shows up, does what he needs to do, and look where he's at.
I've always been on the fence with Greg Knight simply because of his time with the Dark Entity. The disgusting things he's done to you.
Yeah. Another thing I don't want to talk about, but
he's trying to change, and he's proven that over the past year or so.
Casket match he was involved in.
I was affiliated with Greg Knight and Licensed to Kill. It all comes full circle. Here comes the CWA Second City Champion, Cletus Keg. This is a guy I could get behind. He's as tough as nails.
You've been behind him before.
He's been behind me before. Not in the gay way.
Well, I don't know. Usually when there's a big brawl, I'm pretty sure I saw you hide behind him. But
well, yeah,
we're not going to take shots here tonight, right? That's what we talked about.
I'm not trying to take shots at anybody. Just going down memory lane as I like to do. The 7th annual Nightmare says it all.
God damn it.
How many Chicago-based federations would say they have 7th annual events?
No, some of them can't even have 7 shows in a year.
The problem is, we only got about 7 people in the audience.
Yeah, well,
just kidding. I actually think there's more than that tonight. As we're about to see our second of 3 championship matches here.
Some men around this place seem to find greener pastures elsewhere. That's not necessarily the case. And then our Second City title, that looks like crap.
I'm ready.
Let's go, Greg Knight! Let's go, Greg Knight! Let's go, Greg Knight!
Referee checking Big Cletus Keg. Mad Dog Jack at ringside looks like he's about 8 months pregnant.
He likes it! What are we doing again? Smile.
Ready? Cletus ready?
And have maintenance. There we go, having maintenance go look at that heat. Scorcher up here.
This is not a bad card here so far, I gotta say. Our third match, and we haven't seen a masked wrestler yet. Usually a good sign. Unfortunately, we'll have to deal with Warlord in our next matchup. But let's talk about what's about to happen here, as Cletus has already went to the outside. Wasting time here as Greg Knight is ready to go inside the ring.
Well, do take note that we do have Mad Dog Jack on the outside. Not victorious earlier, but again, that's got to be weighing on his mind. And if we know anything about these rednecks,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
They like to work together. Part of the reason why Cletus has this title and has had this title for so long.
They like to work together, but they're not very reliable. They get drunk, and you know what? You can't rely on a drunk.
Yeah, absolutely. Cletus was actually scheduled to be here last week, not showing up because was admitted into the hospital for alcohol poisoning. Oh, come on, right to the eyes, Cletus. You know what I would like to see?
Look at these right hands.
We've seen some.
Who punches harder than Big Cletus Keg?
I don't know.
I don't think anybody in the CWA except for maybe our CWA champion Rion.
He's been in so many bar fights, broken his hand so many times. It's nothing but a
I've seen him firsthand.
Calloused over like catcher's mitt.
Cletus Keg always served me well until he turned his back on me at Eruption 2015. Thanks to you and Tyler Cross. I could go all day.
Well, there is no doubt that you are the CWA encyclopedia. No one's going to dispute it.
After this match, we're going to talk a little bit about Nightmare 2014. After every match, we'll talk about it every year. But Cletus is very impressive in the early going here.
You know, when we start doing a best of, we really should start doing it.
Look at this.
Oh, wow. You see how far that ring moved?
Cletus, he missed, but impressive nonetheless.
When we start doing a best of series, since we've had the 5th and 6th annual event, shows so far, I think you should start hosting those. You'd have a lot to say.
I got better shit to do.
Well,
but Greg Knight now turning the tables on the champion. Cletus Keg is down. We got big shoes to fill tonight here, Mike. I'm trying to do my best. RBK not here.
Yeah, where is RBK?
Tony Taylor, of course, left the CWA in their hands as of Gold Rush. Nobody home. Come on, Greg. I saw that from a mile away. The Cletus was going to move. You didn't see it coming. Oh, wow.
Like I said, that calloused catcher's mitt of a hand that Cletus swings at his opponents.
It's like a frying pan.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow, look at the boot by the big man.
Kicked him right in the chin. Knight goes down.
Cletus Keg is not messing around tonight.
Well, he was pissed off that he had to defend the title in the first place. You should have heard the phone conversation I had with him. Only a 1 count. Greg Knight, wow, very resilient here.
You had a phone conversation?
And I called Cletus after last week, and I said, hey, guess what? You're going to be defending your CWA Second City Championship.
He wasn't here last week, right?
No, I had a phone call conversation.
I know, yeah, you were mad at him?
Yeah, I was ticked off. He didn't show up. I called him the following day and said, hey, guess what?
Look at this now. Oh, my. He's just shoving his boot right into the face.
Told him he was going to be defending
For all we know, he's got a foreign object taped to the bottom of his boot.
Or dog poo.
Or dog poo. We don't know.
Like I said, I called him up on the phone. He was very, very displeased with what I had to say. Hung up on me after a few...
Greg Knight doesn't know where he is.
They sounded like swears.
Greg Knight doesn't know whether he's coming or going right now, Mike. He might be concussed. I don't know. Oh, wow. Cletus Keg in complete control.
Well, he has...
And he has Mad Dog Jack lurking at ringside. He might be sleeping at ringside. I don't know.
Just think of the health problems that has plagued Greg Knight in the past. You know,
what are you talking about? He's in tip-top shape.
Claims to be 100% now.
This man's in the best shape of his life.
He might actually be at this point. Wait a second. Come on now, damn it. Mad Dog getting his hands dirty here. Literally.
Greg Knight has no friends really backstage these days. If somebody is just roughhousing here. What the hell was that?
I don't know. Squirrel.
Cletus Keg getting a little frustrated, as you can see, but he still remains in control.
For those of you who wish to wait outside after the show, Cletus Keg will be signing autographs. Allegedly. DDT. I don't think we're going to see a 1 count kick out here. No, that might... Oh!
Greg Knight not done just yet. It's going to take more than that. Greg Knight had to have known this would not be easy. He had to have known he was going to have to deal with the redneck connection.
Wait a second now. He's going to go over that squealer on this big guy. I don't see it. I don't think so. Trying to turn him here. Lethal, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, he flips him out. Wait a second. Mad Dog checking up on Cletus. That's what I like to hear. Mad Dog checking up on Cletus here.
There was a couple until Mad Dog got hold of him.
Right. Wait a second. Look who's standing and look who's ready and waiting for Cletus to turn around.
Did I just hear Cletus ask about Clayton?
He might have.
Now Cletus is the one who doesn't know where he is. And look at this.
There we go.
1-8. He hit it. He's got him. No way. No way.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Whoa.
I thought we had a new champion. A fraction of a second.
Yes. Couldn't think of the words. Oh, God. He's got him locked in here.
No, he's got his foot on the rope. Greg Knight's going to have to break the hold here, Mike. who is going to leave CWA Second City champion here. What a match here for the title. Back-to-back title matches that are damn competitive.
Absolutely. Well, like I said,
everybody bringing their A game tonight here at Nightmare.
You did say this is probably and I'm going to guarantee it, it's the biggest match of Greg Knight's career. With one goal in mind, becoming the CWA Second City champion for the first time.
I want to talk about Greg Knight's career and your career and how they crossed paths at Nightmare 2014 after this match, win or lose for Greg Knight. I'd like to talk about that. Back into the ring he goes, picking up Cletus. No, he's going to keep him down. What's he setting up for here? Michael Andrews and the camera girl texting right now, neither paying attention that much.
Hits him with a DDT.
Really tempted to say it, but it hooks the leg. Cletus Keg kicks out. Excellent ring position that time for Greg Knight, but Cletus kicks out.
Picking him up here. Cletus slow to get up. Oh, he's going right for the eyes again, lethal. Right in front of the referee. He could get himself disqualified. He will. Wait, what is he pulling out his beard? He will retain. Well, I shouldn't say retain. He'll hold on to the title if there is a disqualification.
Kicked him right in the ass. Now in the back of the head.
Jesus.
Greg Knight's in big trouble.
Say that's it. Are we going to see a jackknife powerbomb, perhaps?
No chance.
We've seen some incredible feats of strength here lately.
I would be shocked. I would be completely shocked. Yeah, I think this will do it for Greg Knight. Oh my God! He nearly broke the ring. That'll do it for Greg Knight. Ring the damn bell. And he kicked out. He kicked out. Greg Knight kicked out. I thought the match was over.
I thought Greg Knight was over. Landed right on the back of his head.
I thought for sure that was it.
Folded in half like an accordion.
Impact on that shook the building.
Cletus and Mad Dog having some words. Clayton Keg, of course, not here. Having suffered some third-degree burns a few weeks ago. Blowing up and burning up in his own moonshine.
Yeah, I don't know if he was making meth or I don't know what.
I'm going to say it was probably meth.
I don't know what happened. Oh, right hand there.
Either way, both dangerous.
These rednecks there, you never know what shenanigans they're up to. Here we go.
Oh,
the jackknife pop. No way. Not a chance in hell.
I once saw Kevin Nash do this to the Paul White, the Giant.
This will break the ring. Or Cletus' back, one of the two.
Or Greg Knight's pants.
Why won't you just quit?
Oh, wow. You can hear and sense the frustration coming off of Cletus Keg. What does he have to do to put Greg Knight away and retain his title? Oh, 187!
Oh, my God!
187!
Mad Dog looking out.
Middle of the ring.
Oh, come on now.
What are you doing, Alberto? No, come on.
Championship on the match. Biggest night of Greg Knight's career, and it's going to be ruined by Mad Dog Jack.
That was the second 187 of the match. Greg Knight had him right where he wanted him. 2, 3. And a right hand. Down goes Mad Dog.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, Mad Dog goes down again as Greg moved out of the way. I don't know if Cletus pulled a hamstring there or what.
Oh, he's
187.
One more time.
There he goes.
A fourth.
Come on, hit him.
This has got to be it.
Yeah! And right just like that, after 4 187s, we have a new CWA Second City champion. Oh, and I can't think of a more deserving person. Greg Knight leaves here tonight with CWA gold. Oh my God.
Greg Knight's driving home with the CWA Second City Gold, and I couldn't be happier for him.
You can hear Robert Mundy, he's very excited. Overcoming all the odds, all the obstacles. Mad Dog, wait a second, Leona's getting to his feet here.
New CWA Second City champion here tonight. Greg Knight gets the job done against Cletus Keg. What is going on?
I'm not extending his hand here.
I don't know about that. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Celebration cut short, a low blow. Why can't you just shake a man's hand and say, you know what, tonight, Greg, you were the better man? Greg Knight overcame the odds of Mad Dog being at ringside, and after a great match, defeated Cletus Keg. Cletus shakes his hand, and then that, a low blow? Come on.
We know that's not his.
I saw it coming. Greg Knight should have seen it coming, too. But sometimes, you know, Greg Knight just doesn't, you know, he gets beat by life sometimes.
Yeah, it beats my life a lot.
But he's still going home with that gold around his waist.
If it'll fit, yes he will.
We're in his bag.
Referee checking on Greg Knight here. Shot to the testicles.
Obviously, Cletus will get his rematch. Mike, I said I wanted to talk about Nightmare 2014. As the audience gives Greg Knight a little ovation. Nightmare 2014 was supposed to see you and RBK teaming up against the Dark Entity. Now, a week prior to the event, you suffered a pretty serious knee injury.
That was pretty bad.
And it ended up being Franklin Colt that took your spot teaming with RBK that night, but it didn't end well. And I believe that was the night that you were taken by Greg Knight and the Dark Entity.
Yeah, it's time in my life. Once again, you know, I just would rather not talk about. But
it was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Greg Knight has changed since then, and we just saw that. He just proved that by defeating Cletus Keg in impressive fashion.
Yeah. Could you tell, you know, earlier in the year when I said, hey, maybe we should just get rid of the whole Nightmare show to begin with?
Well, it was main evented that year in 2014 by an awesome match. It ended up being match of the year in 2014. Chi-Town legend defending his recently won championship in a triple threat match against Jeff Steeples and General Joe, in which I was a special guest referee. Chi-Town legend retained the title at Nightmare 2014. It was a great show that year. But we're going to keep Nightmare 2018 rolling right along. And here comes O'Doyle Enterprises,
CWA Tag Team Champions. Sure if these guys have anything to say. I would assume not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out their opponent, the one and only Mark Reconciled, and by one and only I mean he's the only competitor in this match on his team. Does seem a little bit one-sided, but at the same time, it is Mark Reconciled, and he's a beast. We're going to get him out here right now. Royale Enterprises is ready, but as I like to say it, you know, they have an ace in their pocket, that of course being Riley O'Doyle. We know he's capable. He's not capable of much, but he's capable of something. And with him being out there, anything can happen. Here's the man, former former CWA champion Mark Reconcile could have been the current CWA champion if it was not for Royale Enterprise throwing him out of the CWA Eruption Battle Royal a mere weeks ago. The crowd behind, firmly behind Mark Reconcile. Of course, our CWA Tag Team Champions of Royale Enterprise trying to get a little bit of a...
Reconcile! 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 Hey! Hey! Stop! You shut up! You shut up! Yes!
Alberto Rodriguez getting everybody in their corners, and here we go. Match is on, handicap match. There will be tag-ins here by Royale Enterprise. It's the least we can do for Mark Reconcile to keep it somewhat fair, although he doesn't care either way. Tyler Cross starting it out for Emo Doyle. Mark Reconcile going right for the arm.
Tyler Cross! It sucks!
Lethal has left the commentary booth momentarily. Mark Reconcile, definitely a ring veteran. Tyler Cross, of course, no stranger. He's been around for a while. Turning the tables a little bit.
And his name is Tyler Cross!
Mark Reconcile trying to work himself out of this predicament he's in. Off goes Tyler Cross, and down goes Tyler Cross. Reconcile already proving to be a behemoth here, and now the man that I think he wants to get his hands on the most.
Chicken nugget!
That would be, yes, the chicken nugget of the group, Warlord.
You keep Hey! Let's be correct, okay? It's chicken fucking nugget, okay?
And you can tell that Warlord is not happy with being called Chicken Nugget. Oh boy, and now he's caught. Mark Reconcile's got him right where he wants him. Shot to the midsection again. Oh my God! Nearly chopping the man in half. Jesus. Lethal making his way back up here. I don't know if you heard those chops, but...
Oh, how could you not hear him? How could you not hear him?
Oh my God.
I'm loving every minute. Warlord getting annihilated by Mark Reconcile.
Tyler Cross was already tossed around the ring like a rag doll. Now Warlord's just...
Oh, good. That's what he gets for eliminating me from the Eruption Battle Royal. Stopping me from becoming a two-time champion.
Oh my God!
Mark Reconcile would have been a three-time CWA champion if it were not for these guys with Royale Enterprises.
I did mention that Mark Reconcile just put his 250-pound ass right in the face of Warlord. Following up with a suplex here.
Oh no. There you go.
And I hope this is exactly what they wanted, because...
That's what that is.
There's a Polish sausage over there.
Deli sandwich in there.
Is there?
It is. Reconcile wanted his hands on Royale Enterprises, did not care about having a partner, stated he did not need a partner.
Well, speaking of Reconcile's partners, oh, the big kick. It was Jeff Steeples returning. We saw a two-man kill zone reunion at Eruption. And it was actually Warlord who fell victim to a tag team maneuver by Reconcile and Steeples. Reconcile would go on to eliminate Warlord However, Warlord, Cross, and Riley would re-enter the Battle Royal illegally
Absolutely.
and attack Reconcile, giving Matt Wild the assist and the victory at Eruption 2018.
Alberto Rodriguez working on his 10 count here. Warlord beaten to almost a bloody. Oh, here we go. Reconcile's not going to let the match end this way.
Wow.
Oh my God. I hear nothing but slapping and cracking and.
Speaking of Reconcile and Steeples, after this match, I'd like to talk a little bit about Nightmare 2015, Mike. As Reconcile dominating Warlord, and all Tyler Cross and Riley O'Doyle can do is watch and look on.
Chops him right off his feet.
Nightmare 2015, of course, main evented by Mark Reconcile, Frank Cole, and Jeff Steeples in a triple threat match for the CWA title. Oh, wow. He broke him in half. He broke his back. Warlord dropped hard on the guardrail.
Oh God, that's not a place you want to be, Riley.
Oh, Riley's got a lot of balls here. Reconcile breaking that 10 count, and now he's about to break O'Doyle's jaw.
Oh, wait a second, throws him in. Tyler Cross with a boot to the face.
Nicely done there by Tyler Cross. Warlord risking count.
Oh, get back in, you weak ass! Come on! Get back in, buddy! You got this!
Warlord now is gained control over Mark Reconcile. He's choking him, Mike.
I'm watching. Referee sees it. Warlord nursing those ribs.
Mike?
Yes.
I've just been handed a note here. I got a problem backstage here. The Robius are here.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing backstage, but they're scaring people.
Can we send security or something down there?
Well, RBK's not here. There's no security here.
I thought you usually take.
You want me to go take care of it?
No, I'll take care of it.
All right. I'll handle things up here. The Los Robius are here tonight. We haven't seen them since Eruption when they randomly both showed up. Or I don't know how many there are. 2, 3, 4, 500. I don't know, but double teaming Mark Reconcile, Tyler Cross in the ring. He grabbed a leg and just, yeah, that could not have felt good for the big man, Mark Reconcile. Tyler Cross now, the submission specialist. Technical wrestler, Tyler Cross. Not only is this a handicap match, but Riley O'Doyle at ringside, making things worse for Mark Reconcile. Sends him off the ropes. The big man, what a spine buster there from Tyler Cross to the big man, Mark Reconcile. Hooks the leg, and a 2 count only. Reconcile able to get the shoulder up in time as Cross now tags in Warlord. CWA Tag Team Champions. Warlord, the legal man, going to the top as Tyler Cross told to exit the ring by the referee. Now O'Doyle, get out of there, Riley. Warlord up top, what's he thinking about here?
I didn't do anything! Shut your mouth! You are
A huge cross body. I gotta say, beautifully executed by Warlord, and Reconcile able to kick out yet again.
Flying nugget! Flying nugget! Flying nugget!
Warlord now. Now a shot to the back. Shot to the chest. Reconcile down in the middle of the ring. Warlord in some pain of his own, but he's in control, and now a side headlock here. Is that a choke?
Come on, keep going for it. You're an idiot. Just give up. 10. 9. 3. 4. Perfect 10. Perfect 10. Let's go work. Let's go work. Let's go work. Let's go work. 1. Oh, he's getting up. That's it. Let's go. That's it. 2. Oh, that's it. Oh, come on.
Tyler Cross breaks it up. Reconcile. See, the numbers game is just too much. Really putting the boots to him is Tyler Cross. And now, wow, Alberto Rodriguez has had about enough of Riley O'Doyle.
What is wrong with this ref? He needs to get fired. No.
Look at Warlord now. Reconcile's being dominated by O'Doyle Enterprises. Look at this! He counters into the mark out! Huge turning point there. Reconcile needed that desperately, and he got it. A desperation mark out. Both men are down.
Come on! 3!
See, now Warlord has the option to make a tag. Reconcile's got nobody.
8!
Both men are to their feet at 8. Right hand from Reconcile. Chop to the chest. Another right hand. Another chop to the chest. Irish whip into the ropes. Here we go. Comes back. Beautiful one-armed Samoan drop there from Mark Reconcile. And now Tyler Cross gets sent to the outside by Reconcile. What's he setting up for here? Come on. Finish it here, Mark. Finish it here. Package pile driver. O'Doyle again on the apron. Referee has had his hands full here in this match.
1, 2, 3.
Now Mark Reconcile. And Tyler Cross from behind. Oh, was that a low blow? A low blow to Mark Reconcile from Tyler Cross. Cover from Warlord. That'll do it. And Reconcile, wait a minute. He kicked out. Reconcile kicked out, getting his shoulder up. Now, wait a minute. There's Loco. Juan Loco blocks the punch from Riley and knocks Riley down to the floor. We saw Loco attacked earlier backstage by O'Doyle Enterprises. He's back out here in the ring.
Hey, what are you doing?
Riley O'Doyle is down. Reconcile's back to his feet. Double clothesline. Warlord and Tyler Cross both go down. Loco has had problems with O'Doyle Enterprises for a long time. And now Reconcile just went into the turnbuckle. Loco exposed the turnbuckle. And O'Doyle Enterprises defeat Mark Reconcile. That turnbuckle pad was hanging on. I don't think Loco realizes what he did, but maybe he's just realizing it now. Yeah, Riley O'Doyle celebrates with Warlord and Tyler Cross. The titles were not on the line, obviously, but Mark Reconcile defeated tonight. And let's just hope O'Doyle Enterprises doesn't celebrate again later when their guy Matt Wild goes up against Rion Skills for the CWA Heavyweight title. I don't know. Not good here. Reconcile defeated. Face first into the turnbuckle pad. Loco. I think Loco did more harm than good actually here by coming out to the ring. Nightmare's going to continue. I said I wanted to talk about Nightmare 2015 for a minute. That was an event headlined by a triple threat match for the CWA Championship. Jeff Steeples, Mark Reconcile, Franklin Colt. Jeff Steeples retained the title that night. He would go on to lose the title the next month to Night Terror inside the steel cage 3 years ago. But up next, we're going to have a singles matchup that we've been looking forward to. The former CWA champion, two former CWA champions to go one-on-one. And here comes Aaron Stone. We saw Aaron Stone out here earlier. He let the audience know this match against Wolf Cage will be no disqualification. Now, he came to me and asked for that stipulation. I gave it to him simply because part of me feels like he should be in the CWA Heavyweight title match tonight. That time will come for him. He still has his rematch. But first, he will face the man who eliminated him from the 2018 Eruption Battle Royal, essentially costing him the title, Wolf Cage.
Lethal, I'm back. I got, in regards to the Roll BSI, I got good news and bad news. The good news is I'm on top of it. The bad news is I still can't find him. But we have a bigger problem. Mark Reconcile is completely destroying the backstage area. I just want to let you know. I'm probably going to have to step down and take care of that in a second. But last I saw, it looked like he was leaving. But I'm going to hang out here for a minute.
I was just reminding the audience and everybody watching this show on cwa-TV on YouTube that Aaron Stone insisted that this match be no disqualification. I met him halfway. I gave him the stipulation he wanted. Personally, I think he just sealed his own fate.
Well, Aaron Stone, very egotistical, very arrogant.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Has somewhat of a history of making pretty
Wolf Cage making
decisions.
his way to the ring. These guys have some history together. They've actually tagged as a team at one point back at the 200th episode of Extreme earlier this year. They've also went one-on-one inside the steel cage back in 2015.
Just full of
But it was Wolf Cage coming out at number 30 last month at Eruption. And he actually made short work of Aaron Stone, eliminating him in dominant fashion. Here we go, no DQ. Wolf Cage versus Aaron Stone. Stone, always cocky, always confident. I don't see how you can be cocky and confident when you're staring down Wolf Cage.
well, there's a way to figure it out.
Now, you faced Wolf Cage one-on-one. And you were fortunate enough to walk out the winner.
CWA Second City Championship.
That's correct. Now, I've seen Wolf Cage since his debut in the CWA. I've watched him evolve, if you will. Very impressive. He's won every single title the CWA has had to offer. And tonight, he's going one-on-one against Aaron Stone.
That no disqualification thing. I remember seeing Wolf Cage contend for the CWA Hardcore title
Exactly.
Some of those brawls.
Over 5 years ago. Would go on to have a nice internet title reign. Of course, he's held the CWA tag team titles with CCR and, well, he's with myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another tie-up here. Wolf Cage, the stronger of the two. He's a powerhouse, Mike. He features that offensive move set that is just power move after power move. Suplex after suplex. Clothesline after clothesline. Well, Aaron Stone's got a point. There hasn't been a lot of guys here on his level, but Wolf Cage is definitely one of those guys who is. Stone now getting Cage off of his feet. Shut up, Michelle.
You say who sucks? You suck! Yo! Yeah. What you gonna do, huh?
Wolf Cage firing back, rights, lefts, like a bat out of hell. Bam! Jesus. The power of Wolf Cage showing why he was a former CWA champion. Slams him down with a suplex.
Where'd you go, Wolf? Yeah. Where'd you go?
Kick to the midsection. Good ring positioning here. He's got him locked in. Chin lock. Oh, you can hear the impact of that right kick right to the spine. Oh my God! That did not look good. Aaron Stone might be dead, landing right on his head. We might have to have him checked out. Referee cringing. He might. Jesus Christ. A one count. I don't know if that was just sheer instinct or his body was convulsing. Number 2 on that one. You heard somebody down there say it. Aaron Stone being thrown around like a rag doll. This is the match that he wanted, the match he demanded, asking for it to be no disqualification, which it is. No weapons being used just yet. Doesn't look like Wolf Cage needs any weapons. Look at that axe kick. Oh, come on, right to the back of the leg. Oh, Jesus. That left leg, if I remember correctly, Wolf Cage injured that, I want to say December 2013. I believe he had to have surgery on it. Oh. Stone proving why he is one of the best on the roster. Kick to the back of the head. Wolf Cage now being brutalized. One kick. Or one count, sorry. One count, kick out. Stone now focusing his attention on the left arm. Jeez. Driving the knee right into the left arm of Wolf Cage, breaking him down piece by piece. Here we go. Stone on the outside, going under the ring. We know what that means. No disqualification in effect. Pinfall or submission will win you a match. No countouts. No rope breaks. Chairs are legal. Bending the steel chair over the back of Wolf Cage. You know, it's pretty... I'm not trying to get in trouble here, but it is pretty pathetic that Stone's going to ask for this match merely because he can use weapons in an attempt to defeat Wolf Cage. That might be the only way he can defeat Wolf Cage. Lethal mentioned earlier, Wolf Cage holding every major title there is to hold here at the CWA, a former second to none case holder as well.
Where's all that shit talking everybody's doing, huh?
Oh my God! Suplexing Stone out of his shoes, and now Wolf Cage has his hands on the chair. That is chair against bone and bare back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a devastating sound, a sound that Stone might not soon forget, as he is now laid out in the middle of the ring with Wolf Cage standing over him. STF. Now that'll be a definite embarrassing moment for Stone if Stone does have to tap here in this grudge match against Wolf Cage. But no, he's able to fight out of a couple stiff elbows to the midsection. Cage firing back with a couple of forearm shots. Both competitors are battered and broken here. And that's not what Stone... I'm sorry, that's not what Cage was probably anticipating getting up. A super kick to the face. Stone laying on top of him. This could be it. No! Oh boy, what are we going to see here? Steel chair. This can't be good. Stone possibly looking to go airborne here. Placing the chair. Stone going up. He's all the way up top. Chair on top of Wolf Cage. No. Oh my God! Double stomp to the chair. He got all of that one.
I don't see how Wolf Cage is kicking out of this, Mike. Match over. No, wait a minute.
That's what I'm trying to say, Lethal.
I spoke too soon.
The resiliency of both of these men, the entire matchup, some kicking out of some questionable maneuver. Aaron Stone dropped on his head.
I was backstage. The Robius still lurking around, apparently. And it's been a great match so far between Wolf Cage and Aaron Stone. And now that torture rack into a powerbomb. I've been a victim of this maneuver. And he just pulled it off on Wolf Cage. That'll do it for Wolf Cage.
No! Not yet. Not yet, Lethal.
Not yet is right. Wolf Cage, he has not wrestled a whole lot in 2018, but he's still got it, Mike. Very impressive CWA title reign for Wolf Cage in 2017. Hell of a match. Wolf Cage main eventing Gold Rush last year, retaining the title against Franklin Colt. 2 count there from Aaron Stone. And of course, Aaron Stone main eventing Gold Rush this past year in 2018. We all know what happened there. And look at that! Spear from Wolf Cage.
That's all she wrote, Lethal. He needs to get on top and cover him.
1, 3, 2.
I don't see Stone kicking out of this one.
3, 4, 5.
You don't pay attention anyway.
6. I
don't care.
7. 8.
Cage is up. Oh, he knocks his head off.
Come on, Wolf Cage. One more of those ought to do it for Aaron Stone. Stone is dazed and confused.
And there he goes, right in front of this capacity crowd. That could be it. He needs to cover him right now.
RBK would have a funny name for that if he were here, but he's not here.
The full moon.
What matters
riser,
is that Wolf Cage is about to defeat Aaron Stone.
That's number 2.
What does that mean? Wolf Cage will be throwing his name right into the CWA title picture, Mike.
Absolutely. He's won it before, he can win it again. Number 3.
Nobody kicks out of 3 of these. I've never really. Nobody really kicks out of 1. I don't like the ring positioning in it.
Wait a second.
What the hell? Who's?
It's Brandon Styles.
That's Brandon Styles. This match is noticed. This match,
we saw the 2 of these guys helping each other out during the Eruption Battle Royal, and now him coming to Aaron Stone's aid, it appears.
I was about to say, why is this match no disqualification? But it's because Aaron Stone requested it, and now I think I might know why.
Absolutely.
The insurance policy here. The big Brandon Styles. Rolling Wolf Cage back into the ring after assaulting him with the steel chair.
Stone is in position. Styles up on the ring apron.
He's not done. He's not done.
Come on now.
Brandon Styles, was he in the audience? I don't know. He's wearing street clothes. He can't. This was a setup, perhaps, an insurance policy nonetheless from Aaron Stone. As Aaron Stone just sits back and watches this.
Up and down, and now he's going to hand him over to Stone.
Big spine buster from Brandon Styles. This guy's 6'3", 330 pounds. I don't know.
Big boy. They're just victimizing Wolf Cage.
We saw Styles return at Eruption. We thought maybe he was coming to get a piece of Aaron Stone. Instead, oh my God, I've never seen Wolf Cage get manhandled like this.
I haven't either.
Wolf Cage usually does the manhandling.
Absolutely. He was manhandling Stone the entire match. Stone's got that knee pad, that exposed knee.
Yeah, Brandon Styles came out at Eruption. I thought maybe he was going to go toe-to-toe with Aaron Stone. They actually teased that for a brief second until slapping hands and joining forces.
And he caught him. I can't even watch this at this point.
Wolf Cage is out. Aaron Stone just defeats Wolf Cage, but give the
stole a win.
Give the victory to Brandon Styles. Go ahead. If you're keeping score at home, give the victory to Brandon Styles. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. This makes me sick.
Watching it.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I thought Wolf Cage was coming tonight to gain some momentum and take a huge step into becoming champion again. I was wrong. Aaron Stone had a plan. Got the no disqualification stipulation he wanted. And thanks to Brandon Styles destroying Wolf Cage, Stone able to get the 1, 2, 3.
Destroying is an understatement. I mean, this is, like you said, Leland, now you know exactly why Aaron Stone asked for this match to be no disqualification. And why he may have asked for the match to begin with.
Aaron Stone is still owed his rematch for the CWA title. Let's not forget that.
He sure is. I haven't forgotten.
I'd like to take another brief second before we get started with our next match and talk about Nightmare 2016. And it's fitting because that show was main evented by Night Terror going one-on-one with Enigma for the CWA Heavyweight Championship, if you could just remember that for a minute.
Yeah.
Those two were involved in a pretty heated rivalry at the time. Night Terror had made his return at Aftershock a couple months prior to a huge ovation. Enigma won the title that night. They'd go back and forth and battle throughout the fall of 2016, but it was Night Terror who defeated Enigma and won the title that night at Nightmare 2016, and it was a great moment. I'll never forget it. And it's actually Night Terror who's due up next.
Well, we're going to bring him out here. And, I go with the layout of the music here. Night Terror's coming.
Night Terror next. Night Terror on his way to the ring here. We know the team of Super Scary is no more, officially separating at Eruption. Night Terror has had quite the singles career in the CWA.
Night Terror not coming got the ovation he got a couple years ago, but
It's probably because the audience is just outside bickering, smoking cigarettes, or talking about who should be doing camera,
probably
being drunk and stupid. Let's just focus on the show. It's been a great show. We're just moments away. It's night time. I think he almost fell.
that would have been funny.
We're just moments away from our main event, our senior heavyweight title match. Our main camera personnel has been gone for multiple matches in a row. Nowhere to be found. But Night Terror is hopefully going to answer our Los Robias problem.
Well, we're gonna bring one of them out here now. Hopefully, just one of them. They're both lingering around.
There could be 10 of these guys backstage. I really don't know. I've seen up to 3 at a time.
By the way, our camera person actually went to the washroom. I got a text to cover it. No one wanted to cover it, so that's just part for the course around this place.
Watching throughout the entirety of Aaron Stone versus Wolf Cage. And going forward. Wait a minute, what's Night Terror doing here, Mike? He's all over that member of the Los Robias. So far, it is just one-on-one. What a battle we have going, and Night Terror bringing it into the ring. What a fine job done here by Alberto Rodriguez tonight, and he's going to have to referee another match. How many matches have we had so far tonight, Mike? I've lost track.
I don't know.
All these impromptu matches. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is match number 6 on the evening. Big right hand from Night Terror. I mentioned you and Night Terror main event in Nightmare 2013 where you snapped his undefeated streak. And then I just recapped moments ago how Night Terror would come back in Nightmare 2016. 3 years later, main event the show again, and that time he left the CWA heavyweight champion. So this event is very intertwined with Night Terror's CWA career. And now we have Max Alexander holding the camera.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's scared now. He doesn't understand that.
What's happening?
Now Spanish.
And the Robias member now working the left leg. Work the leg. Let's just have fun with this. Who cares, you know? It's all good.
I'm wondering how this. I think back to
I
eruption.
don't know. This is our 3rd impromptu match of the night, right?
Absolutely.
First it was, Mad Dog and Max Alexander. Then it was Jacob Schmidt versus Roland Young in what was actually a very good internet title match. Unfortunately, Jacob Schmidt had to cheat to win. And now we have Night Terror going one-on-one at Nightmare against the Los Robia. And it makes perfect sense. These guys are guys that you would see at a Halloween party. You know?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I could see it here. And hopefully Night Terror is able to pull out a victory. You never know if another member of the Robias is lurking in the shadows, or perhaps Enigma could be lurking in the shadows.
Well, around this place, a sex offender could be lurking in the shadows.
Always. Now we go back to Eruption, where it was the Robias who returned and actually eliminated not only Night Terror, but Enigma as well.
Absolutely. That was.
You were up here on commentary for that, and you saw that.
That's something I really couldn't believe my eyes.
Very impressive. Moments later, the Robias would be eliminated themselves by the 2-man kills them.
3, want to get back in the ring. 4. Robias sucks. Robias sucks. Robias sucks. Robias sucks. Robias 6.
Who's booing the Robias?
What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing?
Wait a second.
Who is that?
Robias member trying to set up Night Terror, and he slams his knee out. We know all about Night Terror's history of knee problems.
Oh, yeah.
Get back in the ring.
Well, not really. I don't know much about Night Terror other than that I could have sworn I had him locked in a coffin a few years ago, but all of a sudden Enigma popped out of it. I don't know what happened with that. Night Terror continues to get beaten up here by this mysterious member of the Los Robias. We'll call him Robia number 1.
Well, how do we not know he's number 2?
He might be, but for reference purposes, we'll call him Robia number 1. Hopefully, the only Robia we see out here tonight at Nightmare 2018.
It's funny, you mentioned earlier no masked wrestlers here tonight. This is now the 3rd.
Well, no, we've seen a few. With Warlord, Loco was out there. Right there, he didn't compete. And now 2 more out there right here, right now.
How about that? The Loco coming, it looked like he was trying to come to the aid of Mark Reconcile.
He meant well.
I don't know.
But it didn't end well for
People
Mark
outside,
Reconcile.
I heard, were asking if he meant to do that.
Come on, sir, bring it back in.
Wait, I turned to top rope?
No,
We don't see this very often. What's going through the head of Night Terror right now?
Well, when your brain's the size of a marble,
You wouldn't say that to his face, now would you?
probably not. No. I can't do it. He's selling the knee. The knee.
One more Nightmare
Favoring the knee.
to recap, and that'll be Nightmare 2017. After this match, whoever wins, hopefully Night Terror. We'll talk about a little bit about what happened in Nightmare 2017 as Night Terror just kicked this Robius member right in the face, but not much effect.
It's something definitely Night Terror not used to. The mind games. You know, as goofy as these guys are, the Robius, very similar style to Night Terror.
If I can just remember the main event.
Are we gonna see a choke slam here?
And here we go.
Whoa!
Big choke slam.
Pretty good there by Night Terror, but he's favoring the knee yet again.
I think that's it. He's one slip knot away from winning this match and continuing his legacy here at this event, Nightmare.
Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count.
It was super scary retaining the tag team titles last year in Nightmare. Wait a minute now, what's going on here? There's another member of the Robius. This guy's huge.
This guy's the size of a house. He's got to be 400 pounds this week.
You hear the audience chanting for Enigma.
Well, unfortunately, Enigma's without a vehicle right now. Oh, come on! From behind!
Night Terror's down, Mike. No, not like this.
Jesus.
I can't believe what I just saw. Night Terror
once, but twice.
Defeated by the Los Robius.
Now they're just putting the boots to him. No backup.
Robius now are stalking Night Terror. They have him down in the middle of the ring here, Mike. Again, Night Terror was happy to handle some business here tonight with these guys because he was eliminated from the Eruption Battle Royal by them, but it actually did not work out in his favor.
Night Terror trying to get up.
Night Terror back on his feet, but he's woozy, Mike. Uh-oh. The beatdown's going to continue here. What are they doing? Double choke slam. Double choke slam. Night Terror is just out. Night Terror's out cold, Mike.
I'm not sure what to say here. You know, we saw Wolf Cage getting manhandled last match. We just saw Night Terror getting manhandled right here. This kind of stuff doesn't happen here.
Los Robius just made a statement here at CWA Nightmare 2018. They made a statement at Eruption as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. They came around, they were kind of a joke the last time they were here, but anybody calling them a joke now needs to look at the carnage they just left in the ring because this is some serious...
I'm not going to wrestle these guys ever again. I don't think they're
I don't want to be in the same building with them. I'm surprised you sent me down there to figure out what was going on earlier.
We got to do something. People they ask us questions.
I'm not sure what their intentions are back. I mean, obviously Night Terror is in their sights. Night Terror and Enigma both in their sights back at CWA Eruption.
Night Terror will live to fight another day. This would have been a perfect opportunity for Enigma to come out.
Absolutely.
And help out Night Terror.
Absolutely.
You know, we saw them work together a little bit at Eruption. And again, they were both eliminated by the Robius. I would have loved to have seen Enigma come out here tonight, lay out a couple spears.
Absolutely. If you look at Night Terror, he's really moving slow, so whatever happened, it really did a number on him.
Well, Night Terror is usually the one delivering choke slams. Tonight, he was on the receiving end of a double choke slam from these clowns, the Los Robius.
You're right.
There's got to be at least 3 or 4 of these Robius. At Eruption, one of them was, what, 5'2"?
Yeah.
5'3" maybe? And tonight we saw 2 guys that were both over 6 feet tall. One of them was damn near 6'5"?
I don't know. Close to 400 pounds, it looked like.
Unbelievable, these Robles. Night Terror.
Well, he better,
Again, I'm glad I would have bet Night Terror would have made short work of that Robius member, but you know what? When it's 2-on-1, as we saw earlier, when Warlord and Tyler Cross defeated Mark Reconcile, 2-on-1 is not going to work out.
It's never going to matter who you are. We're going to work out Robles. Terrible odds.
We also saw Greg Knight.
You see him hobbling out. That's not good.
We also saw Greg Knight become the CWA Second City Champion, defeating Cletus K. He did overcome the odds. We also saw Jacob Schmidt retain the Internet Championship against the returning Roland Young. Of course, Jacob Schmidt fighting dirty once again to retain the title. In our opening match, Max Alexander pulled off an upset victory despite being dominated by Mad Dog Jack. And then, of course, moments ago, we saw Aaron Stone defeat Wolf Cage in a no disqualification match. But really, the assist, the big assist, goes to Brandon Styles. I'd like to talk about Nightmare 2017 for just a second here. Well, I think we're going to bring out our challenger. I'm sorry. Go ahead. We're not going to hold off on our main event. It's main event time.
What you were saying.
The challenger will be on his way to the ring yet. Nightmare 2017 was main evented by Jeff Steeples versus Michael Osiris. Not sure who's doing the booking then, but Steeples defeating Osiris. Steeples would go on, however, to lose the title a month later inside the cage to Aaron Stone.
Sometimes it's good to get a nice title defense in before your main show. Just throwing that out there.
Well, Nightmare is a main show, and I think Nightmare 2018 has been a huge success. I'm happy for Greg Knight. What else am I happy about? Not much else really specifically, but we've seen some good in-ring competition.
I'm happy Max Alexander beat Mad Dog.
Me too. Of course I'm happy about that.
I still don't like him though.
No, I wouldn't offer him a ride home no matter what. That goes for the rest of the roster.
Former CWA two-time.
If anybody from the roster is listening to this right now, I'm done giving anybody rides anywhere. That's it.
I doubt that.
For the most part.
If you attain the CWA championship, I'll look you up. Speaking of that, two-time CWA champion Matt Wild successfully cashing in that golden opportunity case months back against an unsuspecting Aaron Stone, and he's out here to try to regain a title that he just lost to this man, Royale Skills.
If Matt Wild were to win this match, he will become a three-time CWA heavyweight champion.
A lot of people have, well, very few people, I should say, have actually attained that, holding the championship
And we got an audience
more than once, let alone 3 times. I have held that title 3 times. Jeff Steeples
Here we
held it
go.
4 times.
That's right, Mike.
Very incredible.
Is Steeples the only 4-time CWA heavyweight
Yes, he
champion?
is. Just like this man, Royale Skills, only 4-time internet champion as well.
Correct. Seems like he held the internet title forever. But now he has moved on, and look at the ovation for this man. A standing ovation, literally, for the CWA heavyweight champion.
Some woman in the back is unable to stand, so I don't really consider that a... I think Royale dropped the title. Literally? Like dropped it on the ground, yes. I could be wrong.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
Nonetheless,
I think you're mistaken.
CWA heavyweight champion Royale Skills, a smile on his face,
Roland Drew Skills.
warning Matt Wild that he was going to catch that face in. Did so successfully.
Look at this ovation. I love it. Riley O'Donnell hates it. It's good to hear the audience.
It really is.
Remember when you called him Drew Skills?
That was a very, it was an accident. I happened to be looking at a flyer earlier that day.
We used to call you Drew, remember? As in Michael Andrews. I'm excited. The audience is excited. Who is going to leave Nightmare 2018 as our champion?
Well, just keep in mind, O'Doyle Enterprises off a fresh victory earlier over Mark Reconcile. Those members are still here, and of course being
This is going to be a good one. We've seen these guys do battle over the Internet Championship. We saw them do battle last Saturday over the heavyweight title. We know how that ended for Matt Wild. Can Breon do it again. Can Roland retain tonight? I sure hope so. I'd like to thank everybody watching on cwa-TV. RBK, we missed you tonight, buddy.
Absolutely. Can't wait to have you back. It's like we're missing like a,
Well, he's component. He's in New York. He's on vacation. He's earned it.
New York.
He will be here at Maximum Carnage. I'll be here for Maximum Carnage. He'll be here. Hopefully, Roland Skills is still our champion come Maximum Carnage. But he's got a title defense staring him in the face right here at Nightmare. Well, who do you think the audience is pulling for tonight?
I'm going to say they're definitely going for Matt Wild.
Yeah,
just based on what I'm hearing.
Behind Matt Wild. Obviously kidding. The support for Roland Skills tonight here is overwhelming, and I'm loving every minute of it. Roland Skills shocked us all last Saturday, cashing in the briefcase to become champion. He defends it here tonight in the rematch at Nightmare. Here we go. Is he wearing his pajamas right now?
I've been saying that for weeks.
And I saw him come out to the ring at Eruption. I was in the ring at the time. And out of the corner of my eye, I just saw him in his pajamas. That's what it looked like.
We are awesome! We are awesome! We are awesome! We shut the hell up! We have a match! Who cares? Nobody cares about how long have you been doing it? We know.
Behind this match. This is what it's all about tonight. Main event, CWA Nightmare, October 27, 2018 for the title right here. Matt Wild, you can look at the that's how he feels about the fans, middle fingers and all.
This is awesome! This is awesome!
Probably the biggest ovation Matt Wild's ever heard.
Yeah! I think this is shut the hell up! You got it! Yeah! You're kidding me! Shut your whore mouth!
Matt Wild wanting this match to get started. I can't even talk over this.
Make sure you never wear a content! You have stupid cups check, you moron! Yeah, what is my real hair? That is his real hair! You bought it! Boo! You're kidding me! Boo!
And we almost had a tie-up. Matt Wild going low there, kicking Roland right in the midsection. Off the ropes here. Roland Skills coming back, ducking a clothesline. Wait a minute now. And down goes Matt. Superman again, double chop. And Rion's... The rights, the lefts, Rion working on Matt Wild in the corner. Now a headbutt to Matt Wild. Matt Wild going down, trying to reevaluate a little bit. Riley pleading with Rion.
One more time! One more time! One more time! One more time! One more time!
A butt to the head. Matt Wild goes down again. I'm still by myself on commentary. Worried about camera people leaving. This is probably the fourth unexplained absence by my commentating partner. And another headbutt to Matt Wild. Wait a minute. I think that one. Oh, he hit his ear. The ear protectors there that Matt Wild's wearing. Knees to the back. Matt Wild strutting around in his pajamas. Pretty sure I just heard someone call Doyle. They say he looks like a pack of Newports. Kick to the face, Rion down. Matt Wild a little bit in control here.
You are mild! Hey! You are mild! Make this Greg Knight! You are mild! Oh, what's this? Shut up! Right, watch this!
The ropes kick to the midsection there.
Cover. What a year it's been for Matt Wild. We'll go back to last December when he turned his back on the audience in a Santa suit nonetheless and became CW heavyweight champion for the first time.
Ruining Christmas for everyone.
Yeah, and he's had a lot of moments throughout the year, none bigger than winning the 30-man over-the-top Eruption Battle Royal to become champion. Oh! All of that was ruined by that man Rion's skills last Saturday night, cutting Matt Wild's reign to just 3 weeks, cashing in the briefcase and becoming champion. Nobody more deserving, of course, than Rion's skills, the veteran.
Involved again. I heard I don't know if you heard it, but a member of the audience called him a pack of Newport cigarettes.
Well, the color of his shirt?
Yes. Flipping over, looks like a fisherman bridge. Oh man, almost a 3 count.
From far away, Riley might look like a legitimate businessman. You get close to him, his jeans are all dirty.
Absolutely.
You know, his shirt's all wrinkled.
He doesn't even look at his collar. Look at his collar.
This guy doesn't know what he's doing. This guy used to do my laundry, and let me tell you, he did a terrible job. Horrible. Matt Wild now. Look at it, a neck breaker, vintage Matt Wild here. I've been on the receiving end of that.
You're a piece of trash.
Nice neck breaker from Wild.
When you're a piece of trash and you fall ass backwards into
no way, that's it.
A little bit of luck, which Riley seems to have done. You're still a piece of trash. Riley reminds me of like Kramer, of anything. Always finding a shortcut way out, getting lucky here and there.
He lives his life on the fringes.
Exactly.
One day at a time. You know, part of me is a little bit jealous of that.
I'm not.
I mean, I'm very organized. I plan for emergencies, so that's good for me. But in his defense, I mean, he can just party on a Wednesday and not care. He can party on a Monday and not care.
Yeah, but when it all boils down to it, I still have money to put gas in my tank.
Speaking of parties, you can bet that O'Doyle Enterprises has a party planned for Matt Wild if he can defeat Rion here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, Riley, it's funny.
They're very confident, these guys, O'Doyle Enterprises.
Funny you mentioned parties after Eruption. They threw a small party here at the arena that wound up with Riley O'Doyle trying to hitchhike his way out of here because everybody left him here at the doorstep. Up in, down, power slam. Rion with a cover. 1, 2, no!
Oh, wow, Matt Wild able to kick out. Hey!
No, he doesn't!
You look like Greg in the front row.
No, he doesn't!
I'm not sure. It could be.
I'm a believer!
No, it's not, but it looks like him. Very similar bald spot.
And look at Riley. Why is Riley in the ring? A bad luck to Rion. I thought he was going to to try to pin him.
Yeah,
You gotta be kidding me. I want to go out there and punch Riley in the face. Not like this. No way. I'll go down there right now and reverse that decision. No way are we letting that happen here tonight at Nightmare. Not after all the shit Royale Enterprises has done over the past year. Year plus. I thought I ended Riley at Gold Rush 2017 when I bashed him over the head with a guitar, but here we are a year and a half.
Coming back. He's like mold.
A year and a half later, and he's got not only Matt Wild, but also Tyler Cross and Warlord fighting his battles.
Riley's like a...
Hell, earlier this year he had Rion Skills fighting his battles for him.
Remember that.
Former member of Royale Enterprises, Rion is down, hooks the leg, does Matt Wild.
Ah, no.
Left shoulder up in time from Rion Skills. We talked about Matt Wild, title reign getting cut short at 3 weeks. It would be a huge shame if Rion Skills' first title reign would be to cut short here at just 7 days.
I'm telling you, Riley's like a mold. He just keeps coming back. You think you got rid of him, and you just go like a cancer. You think he's gone, and he just comes back.
Wild going up top. Matt Wild, I'll have to say, he's not the most athletic guy I've ever seen. In fact, he's quite awkward. What's he doing, Matt Wild?
Might be going for his patented double X handle smash.
Why don't you get some Rogaine? Rion is down now. Rion Skills down. Cover. And Rion kicks out.
Barely.
Wait a minute though, his left arm was underneath the bottom rope.
Not sure if that's what the refs are, because it didn't look like much of a kick out, but nonetheless, 2 count.
Rion Skills in trouble now. Matt Wild. I don't know what the fuck that was, but
It looked like half a kick, but he hung it up on his head.
Wild thing! Wild thing! Wild thing! Wild thing! Your breath is wild.
A little bit of smack talking by Matt Wild to Rion, who's asleep on his feet. Look at this.
Matt Wild actually having his way with Rion Skills.
Oh, but he just poked the bear.
There you go.
Look at the referee.
We just felt it. We just felt it. He just felt it. Oh.
Right hand to follow it up. Matt Wild laid out in the middle of the ring. Rion drops an elbow right across the neck. Big splash.
He did beat the brakes off. The emergency one too.
Wait a minute, what is this now? What the hell is Riley think he's doing?
No, you're not.
You could have flagged there. I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard. You got too many times. I'm telling you, you get one foot close to me. I swear. I get away from them. You know what?
Oh, wow.
Yes!
Wow, yes. That was awesome.
I hope to God that was
No, but Matt Wild now just took Rion Skills down.
I don't think Riley's going to get up from that.
That was awesome. Rion just
Wait, what is this?
hit that chair right into the face of
What the hell is this? What the hell has Matt Wild got?
Really? Oh, really?
Legos?
No, it's candy.
Candy?
He's from Trump, bitches!
Oh my God, come on, the arrogance.
And the referee just tried taking a piece. Was that a Kit Kat?
I think it's a, no, that was, what's it called?
Hey.
The one nobody likes.
Put all the Twixes and Kit Kats
That was
to
a
the side.
Tootsie, nobody likes Tootsie Rolls.
No, absolutely not.
We want candy!
Or an Almond Joy. You can keep the Almond Joys too. I don't like those.
I don't mind the Almond Joys. The Mounds are what I don't like.
Yeah,
The
Mounds is worse. I'd rather have an Almond Joy than a Mounds.
Oh God.
What's your favorite?
I'm pretty partial to either peanut butter cups or Kit Kats myself.
Those are all both good choices.
Butterfingers,
Butterfingers are good too.
Oh my
Rion
God.
and Matt Wild going back and forth. Halloween just 4 days away. What, did Matt Wild steal that candy from the kids?
He probably did. Oh God.
And now a scoop slam.
Probably got himself a Tootsie Roll right in the ass.
Yes, he did.
He can't feel it! He can't feel it!
Off the ropes. Basement claw. Well, he knocks him down. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Rion Skills just won the match. Rion Skills still the CWA Heavyweight Champion.
I can feel it here tonight, Lethal. Just a mere 4 days away from Halloween. And there's the candy for the fans. I can tell you right now, this match,
He might have landed on a jawbreaker, for all we know. Maybe some pop rocks.
Rion handing out candy to the
It
fans.
wasn't the candy, Mike. It was that forearm from Rion. We've seen him use it time and time again.
Alberto Rodriguez sucking down some
Forearm
sweet
right-
tarts in there.
Forearm right to the forehead of Matt Wild. And thank God we end on a good note tonight as Rion Skills retains the CWA Heavyweight Championship.
Rion needs to watch out. Some of our fans, diabetics for sure. There we go, new champ, or still champ. Jeez. Well, he's still fairly new as champion. The reign of Rion continues on. But like you said earlier, Lethal, Aaron Stone, especially after what we saw tonight.
2-hour show right there. 7:01 tonight. It's been a pretty crazy night. We had not one, not two, but 3 impromptu matches. We had a title change hands. Greg Knight, our new CWA.
Congratulations, Greg Knight.
But you're looking at our CWA Heavyweight Champion retaining the title over Matt Wild in impressive fashion. Despite Riley O'Doyle, by the way.
Absolutely. I'm curious to see if Riley. I don't think Riley's moved. No, Riley's now starting to move.
A lot went down here tonight, Mike. We'll have to fill RBK in when we talk to him in a couple of days. But there he is, our champion, Rion Skills, heading backstage. Again, still our CWA champion. As far as everyone watching on cwa-TV goes, our next show will be 2 weeks from tonight. What was that, Saturday, November the 10th? Saturday, November 10th.
It is going to be
back
the 10th.
with an edition of Saturday Night Extreme. For RBK, I'm Lethal.
I'm Michael Andrews.
Thanks for watching, as always. 7th Annual Nightmare in the Books.
Happy Halloween.